Ghost, the blogging platform. In this video, we're going to take a look on how to create our first custom theme from scratch. Let's get started. First, if you haven't done that already, let's remember to launch the Ghost start. So we are sure that our local development environment is up and running and we can access our website from the local host of Ghost. And this is my dashboard. Perfect. If you haven't done that already, I would recommend to change a bunch of parameters if you want. So you have some draft data or some placeholder data. Ghost by default comes with a coming soon post. You can create a test post or something else, create a page if you want, or change your website settings, like change your title, change your description. All of these information will be printed and will be used inside our templates to actually visualize all the data that we have in our administration panel. Ghost uses the Handlebars template engine to build all their templates and the themes and all the pages. Each page inside a Ghost theme is actually a handlebar template, plus a bunch of extra helpers functions that Ghost provides to access the data. We will reference throughout this tutorial series the handlebar documentation because the majority of the functions and actions are pretty much standard the same, but there are some things that we can completely ignore. For example, we don't need to compile the template because Ghost by default takes care of all of that under the hood. And then we're going to see also on how we can create some custom functions and custom helpers that can help us to build a better theme. But now it's time to get started. So let's access our code editor, and I'm currently inside the directory where I installed Ghost. If we access the content, themes, that's where we need to start building our custom theme. So the first thing that we can do is create a page, and I'm going to do it through the command line tool here. I'm already inside Alicad, which is the name of my folder. I can access CD content and then go directly into the themes folder. I'm also going to use this to create a GitHub repository and upload my theme to GitHub, so you can also download it every lesson that comes out and you can check the commit messages. I'm going to show you how to do it in the next lesson. But now I'm going to create a custom folder called alicad-theme, and then I'm going to access that custom folder. Perfect. So in order to create a custom Ghost theme, we actually only need 3 files. That's the bare minimum, the basic standard to have a fully functional, fully consumable Ghost theme. So the first file is actually a file that comes from npm or from Node, which is a package.json. So let's create the file package.json with the command touch from our command line, or you can right click on your code editor and create that file in your file system, whatever, like up to you how you want to create this. But now we have this file, so we can access it. And this is a very simple standard JSON file. So we need to create the curly brackets to open the way that we write JSON. And then we need to specify a bunch of things. My autocompletion is already suggesting a bunch of things because it recognizes that this is a Ghost theme and I am in the folder called Alicad theme. Then we want to add a description attribute here, and we can write something like Alicad Ghost theme, something like that, very straightforward. Then we need to specify the version of this theme that I'm creating. In my case, it's going to be something version 0.0.1. And here we're missing a comma, otherwise we're going to have a bunch of errors and bad time. Then we want to specify a license, which in our case is going to be MIT. If you want, you can define an author and you can specify other information. So you can put like a simple author Alicad, or if you want, we can turn this author into an actual object and put a bunch of extra information. So we can put the name of the author, which in my case is my name. And then we want to specify my email. That's going to be me@alicad.com. And then the URL, which is my website. Perfect. This is kind of already enough because we are specifying the basic information. What is the theme name? What is the description? Which version, the license, and who made it? But there are another couple of things that we could specify just as a starter, but we're not going to get into it in terms of explanation. We're going to see a lot more about all the data points and all the customization that we can do through the package.json file throughout this series. But for now, if we want, we can add some extra stuff through the config object. Inside here, we can specify a bunch of things that allow us to customize how Ghost, our custom Ghost theme, handles and behaves throughout our website. So the first obvious choice is the posts per pages. In my case, I'm going to say something like 10 posts per pages. Then I want to specify the cards assets. And in this case, I'm going to set this to true. The card assets is the option that allows us in our administration page to have custom cards when we build our posts. So if we access our admin, for example, and we access our posts, let's check my test post here. When you start writing, you have this plus button. You can open it up and start adding extra couple of things. In WordPress, those are called Gutenberg blocks. Here are called cards. So there's an image card, a divider card, button card, or whatever. We have the ability to add, remove, prevent user from using specific cards, all of them, disable them entirely or enable them all entirely, which is very powerful because if you're trying to build a very simple theme and get some limitations inside the flexibility of writing things, you can define that through the package.json file. In my case, I'm just gonna set this to true because I want to enable all the cards consuming all the assets. Here I made a little typo, sorry, it's card assets, is not cards assets. Let's make sure to not make any typo. Perfect, let's save this. Now let's create the other two files that are necessary in order to have a fully functional Ghost theme. So the first one is gonna be our index file, the one that by default Ghost access whenever our website is getting hit. So we're gonna do touch index.h BS. This is the extension for the Handlebars template engine. And then let's create the other file, which is the posts.hbs. Let's remember this is singular. Post is not posts.hbs. Perfect. Now we have these two files. Let's put a little bit of boilerplate inside here, and then we can see how our website looks like. First, let's generate a little bit of HTML5 here. And automatically we're going to have a doc type, HTML language, head, the title, head, and body. Perfect. This is my body. And then let's do the same here. Let's generate a bunch of HTML5 placeholder. And this is my body for posts, things like that. Okay, this is the bare minimum. As you can see, we haven't put any data coming from Ghost, any custom functions, anything. We only created the package.json, the index, and the post.hbs. So if we save these and we access our administration panel of Ghost, we refresh our website, then we go into the settings, themes, change theme, installed. You're going to see that our theme is not listed in the list of install theme. This is because Ghost is currently up and running in our terminal, and the Ghost CLI tool is serving this website. So it's not indexing live all the changes that we do inside newly created folders. In order to allow Ghost to pick up our new theme, we need to first stop Ghost through the CLI, then start it again. Then we can refresh the settings, and now you can see that our theme is available here. If we click activate, probably something absolutely terrible is going to happen, because if we close this, we go back into our dashboard, nothing is happening here. But as you can see, our theme has errors. We have the first error message here. Some functionality are not available. There are some pretty obvious things that are missing, but this is the very useful part of Ghost, that when you install a theme, if something goes wrong, if Ghost requires some specific options and packages, some things, it just gives you a bunch of errors and warnings and stuff like that, instead of just breaking everything and not working. So let's follow these instructions. First, let's tackle the simple things. We need a keywords inside our package.json. Then we need to use the first couple of custom functions, which is ghost head and ghost foot. These are not directly from Handlebars. They are helper functions from Ghost itself, but uses the Handlebars logic. So let's tackle these first three. They're very, very simple. In our package.json, let's create a keywords. And we're going to use Ghost theme. Sometimes you'll find in other themes, if you download it, some people use also the standalone separate Ghost theme as separate keywords, but these are not strictly required. You can just add the Ghost theme by default as a one single keyword and it should be fine. Then in our index, let's add the ghost head and the ghost footer with the handlebars functions. The ghost head should go inside our HTML head, of course, ghost_head. And let's copy these and add it also to our post because we're repeating the template and this is just temporary. We're going to see how to create some defaults and import some partials all in future tutorials. And then once again, before closing the body, let's do the ghost foot and copy these and put it into the post as well. Save it. If we go back into our administration panel, we refresh. Now we have only one warning and then the major error here. So this is missing full support for custom font. We're not going to handle custom fonts for now. We're going to take a look at this once we do some CSS. Now let's tackle the errors. Believe it or not, we can kind of ignore these errors because we are not planning to publish this theme yet. These are not errors that are preventing us from actually consuming this. These are suggestion, highly strong suggestion to prevent the breakage of any functionalities. As you can see here, we have a suggestion for a couple of CSS classes like the kg width wide, which is mostly for images, and the full one is also the images. And here we're missing the at page, which means that we cannot see any pages, any content whatsoever. But we can safely ignore this for now. If we click on View Website, we're gonna see only the content of the body because this is my body. Nothing really exciting, right? So let's print a bunch of things. Let's use a couple of default functions that Ghost offers just to populate a bit our initial theme with the data that we need and navigate it through the index and the posts. So first in the body, I'm gonna start using the helper function at site that gives me access to all the configuration options inside my site. In this case, I just want to print the title. Maybe here I want to wrap it around an H1. And then let's put a paragraph. And here I want to print something like site description. Then let's save it. Let's go back to our website. Let's refresh it. As you can see, now we have the title and the description. Perfect. This is great because it's hot reloading or hot refreshing our theme, so we can just reload the website without needing to restart Ghost all the times. Let's do something different for our posts page, something like that. But now, how do we navigate this? Well, we can use the navigation helper, call navigation, save it, refresh it, and now automatically on our page, the navigation of all the pages that we created are going to be printed inside this section. Right now, we only have the home page and the about page because if we access our pages section in our administration panel, there's only the about page. That's title about this site. This is kind of like a default data that Ghost adds when we install Ghost for the first time. So if we go back to viewing our website and we click on about, we're going to actually access the post page. And this is something to remember. The simplest themes only have these three pages. They have the package.json, index, and post. The post page can print both the posts and the pages. They're all posts. Inside the database, these are saved as posts with a specific custom keyword, a custom taxonomy to represent that one is a page, one is a post. It's basically a tag, but at the core, they're all posts. We could potentially just have a theme with these three files and create some custom structure, some dynamic structure, a very simple theme that handles both posts and pages with some dynamic content. But of course, we want to be a little bit fancier, so we can do something better. Well, that's pretty much it for this lesson. This was a very simple first introduction on how to create the most basic theme for Ghost. Even in this situation, even if it looks barebone and broke, you could potentially export this as a zip file, upload it to your Ghost installation, and have it up and running the way you want, and it will be absolutely perfect. But in the next lesson, of course, we're going to start seeing a little bit more advanced options, like how to create a reusable template, something that we can pull into all the pages so we don't need to repeat the boilerplate HTML, how to properly add all the information like title, custom CSS, how to print the content of posts and pages, how to have dynamic content in our homepage, like a list of posts or list of pages, and how to start styling our theme in a proper way. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like or subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and until the next lesson, happy coding!